What's up there, YouTubers? MTGTCG1 here with a coverage of my Return to Ravnica pre-release event. I went to the Return to Ravnica pre-release, midnight pre-release, my last night, and that what you're seeing in this shot is the box that the basically when you went to pay to reserve a spot for the event, you had to choose a guild. I don't honestly remember all the names, but I do know I chose Celestia, which the name is right there. There's the name and its symbol. There's the box. Okay, so I'm gonna open it up here. And this was inside. That's a Celestia Guild logo sticker. Put that off to the side. Then we have this interesting thing, almost like a storyline background information. Then this this guild affiliation card, the Celestia Conclave. Okay, and then these are just the cards that are not in my sealed deck that I built. And then here is a spin down life counter as the Return to Ravnica symbol. D20. Okay, I'm going to put that aside for the moment. And let's get down to business here. So this is my sealed deck. I'm going to give you a little tour here. This is a deck with which I think is probably the best that I've built in a sealed event. I've only participated in 2 other sealed events. I think I did pretty good. I went 2 and 3 out of the 5 rounds. That was the highlight as far as rares. The Angel of Serenity we'll talk about later. Though I didn't see much play. Saw 2 times it saw play and it wasn't very effective, but here we go. That was one of the most effective cards there. And a very effective land we'll talk about. Then my basic lands. So we'll start off with basically cards that saw the most play and were most effective. This here was very effective early on. It was a 3 drop, 1 generic, 1 green, 1 white. When Centaur Healer enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. He's a 3/3. Very nice drop for a splash of life gain. Again, speaking of life gain, kick-ass card right here. Can't go without it. 1 green, 1 white. Target player gains 7 life. Target yourself. That's amazing. And this was another very effective card that was more effective for the later rounds, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th rounds for me. 2 mana cost, 1/1 with double strike. That paired with Common Bond, giving both those +1/+1 counters to your double strike 1/1. Now that got really awesome. It got awesome and ridiculous because you were able to power up your fencing ace, making it a 3/3 double strike doing 6 damage. Then you were able to power it up with cards like Savage Surge, which gives it +2/+2 until end of turn, untap that creature, or Chorus of Might, which until end of turn, target creature gets +1/+1 for each creature you control and gains trample. This card, as far as instants and sorceries, I think was the best. Now, forget even about the Heroes Reunion and Life Gain. This was the best, I think, and I only have 1 copy of it. Have one in the deck at least. I have other copies, but in the deck I had 1 copy. And it was a lot more effective than I anticipated. It was effective because I was able to I was able to I lost my train of thought here. Hold on. I was able to give it trample. I think the trample was a very important part of it, getting through, not just blocking and being done with it. But the other piece of it is this is as you might have seen by some of the abilities, it's pretty heavily based on populate. A new ability called populate, which let's find the card. Here we go. Here's a card that has the ability populate. 6 mana cost, 4 generic, 1 green, 1 white, sorcery. Put a 3/3 green centaur creature token onto the battlefield, then populate. Let's see if we can get in focus here. Populate means put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of a creature token you control. So you're putting a token copy out of another token. So that, with the amount of tokens you can kind of get with this deck, those there's +1/+1 for each creature you control kind of just adds up. Another card that was very effective, especially during rounds 1 and 2, was Wild Beastmaster. 2 generic, 1 green, 1/1, human shaman. Whenever Wild Beastmaster attacks, each other creature you control gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is Wild Beastmaster's power. So yeah, again, with the common bond, and then Chorus of Might or Savage Surge, yeah, you're looking at some pretty good stuff. So let's see, a Charm came into play a couple times using primarily the last ability to put a 2/2 white knight creature token on the battlefield with vigilance. And then that was a pretty effective land, the Transguild's Promenade. So let's see, a Guildgate, nice solid land. Believe it or not, I think this is probably the highlight of the entire deck right here. And it's a land. Why is it the highlight? Because Grove of the Guardian, by the way, you see the date on this, was the pre-release promo. And unlike previous pre-releases, this time they did allow you to actually use the promo in your deck. And I'm glad they did, because I'm not sure, honestly, where my deck would have been. Though it is a good deck, I think I would probably have gotten a lot worse than 20th place out of 50 people. Which is what I finished, because this is nice. Put into play, add to tap 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. Pay 3 generic, 1 green, 1 white, tap it, tap 2 untapped creatures you control, sacrifice Grove of the Guardian, put an 8/8 green and white elemental creature token with vigilance onto the battlefield. OMG. That ability is just ridiculous. Because you then, Chorus of Might, Savage Surge, Common Bond. Boom. I mean, the Common Bond, Chorus of Might, and Savage Surge. Those were just... And to power up, that's just to power up one of them. But then the even more ridiculous part, beyond that, I don't even know why I just missed that, is Populate there. There's an ability with Populate. I had several other Populate cards in here, and the Populate 8/8 creature tokens can just get overwhelming for your opponent, especially when you can give it trample with a card like Chorus of Might. I'm sorry, not Chorus of... Chorus of Might. So, this is pretty much it. This is my deck. Those were the effective components of the deck. Again, I'll run through. Those are the effective components of it. Yeah, so I finishing 2 and 3 for me is good. Oh, let's finish it off with the rare Angel of Serenity. 7 mana, 4 and 3 white, 4 generic, 3 white, 5/6 flying. When Angel of Serenity enters the battlefield, you may exile up to 3 other target creatures from the battlefield and/or creature cards from graveyards. When Angel of Serenity leaves the battlefield, return the exiled cards to their owner's hand. I didn't see too much play with this. It was more of a filler card. I knew I wouldn't get it out too much because of its mana cost, being that it is the highest cost in the deck. But I think when it came in, it was effective for the short time. One round of the best 2 out of 3s, one game of the best 2 out of 3s. It was my win condition. because it wiped out, it pretty much exhausted his force. My opponent's 3 creatures he had, which were pretty beefy creatures at the time, and he had no way of retrieving them or killing the Angel Serenity. So in response he scooped. He quit the game. He basically, yeah, he scooped from that game, and we went to round 3 at that point because he had won the first, and then he wound up beating me in 3, but that's fine. Anyway, I don't know if I have 6. He's haven't covered it. 6 plains, 6 forests. So I think we had a total of 17 land. Swift Justice was pretty effective, giving the lifelink ability. So yeah, that's that. This Druid's Deliverance. The Druid's Deliverance was effective too. It was basically a fog with Populate for 2 mana. So yeah, this has been a presentation of my Return to Ravnica pre-release sealed deck. Again, I went 2 and 3 in the tournament, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. Enjoyed playing the event, and as always, take it easy.